What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. I'm once again joined by Tyler. We're back for another video in our E3 coverage 2018. This time talking about Kingdom Hearts again. This time talking about the newest trailer we got from Square Enix's press conference, their video presentation that we saw today. We're talking about another theory. We had a video yesterday talking about a theory with Aqua. A lot of you guys had watched it, but definitely go check that out if you guys are new to the channel. But we're going to be talking about another thing here. This is, of course, continuing our E3 coverage for 2018. We're going to have videos throughout the rest of this week talking about the biggest games in these press conferences. We still have Sony, Ubisoft, Nintendo, and a couple cleanup games from the past week that we're going to be doing all the way through Saturday. So videos every day through Saturday for E3. So Tyler, as the title shows of this video, we're going to be talking about Xigbar having Xehanort's voice, which is something we both noticed in the trailer. The extra kind of parts that they threw into this trailer that weren't at Microsoft's conference yesterday. So we're going to be talking about that. Obviously, let us know in the comments below what you guys think of all this stuff, and if you guys want us to cover any games in particular. But Tyler, take it away. What did we kind of learn from this, and what do you think it all means?
Yeah, so when we hear, so I'm going to say the line. So the line that Xigbar says is, that doesn't mean you should change. Now, this is obviously like in the middle of some kind of major like cutscene. But I don't believe that Xigbar just randomly says, that doesn't mean you shouldn't change. So it's in the middle of something. But he says, that doesn't mean you should change, accept the power you're given. Find the hearts joined in yours. Now, when he says, find the hearts joined in yours, he sounds almost exactly like Master Xehanort. Like, I would almost say it's that, whoever the new voice actor is, it's that person's voice that voices Master Xehanort. It sounded exactly like Master Xehanort. Now, the reason for this is because Xigbar, or Bragg, is the first. He's the original person that Master Xehanort placed a little piece of his heart within. So it makes sense that, like, over time, the transformation, basically Xigbar is turning into another version of Master Xehanort. That's the organization's 13's full goal. The goal is turn all 13 members into Xehanort, Master Xehanort, so that there's 13 Xehanorts. Now, that's why some of these characters or organization members have yellow eyes. The ones that have yellow eyes are farther down. They're farther down the transformation to become Xehanort than others. If you saw the videos, you might not have, but I covered Kingdom Hearts theories back when 2.8 came out, and I said way back then that I believe that Xigbar will basically become the true villain at the end, or towards the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. He's going to be the true villain. He probably would, just because certain things that he's said, different faces that he's kind of made, because he's before said that he's got his own plans. Like, basically the reason that he allowed a piece of Xehanort into himself is he's got his own plans. He has plans to do his own thing, which directly goes against Master Xehanort and his plans. And Xigbar is definitely a character that, he's going to do what he wants to do. He doesn't follow orders. He'll follow orders to lead to a point where it's serving himself. So I fully do believe that we will get a scene in Kingdom Hearts 3 where Master Xehanort, where it's like, man, we can't defeat him. He's too strong. And then all of a sudden, he's defeated by Xigbar. But at this time, it's probably going to be a full white-haired Xigbar, because he's essentially the new Master Xehanort, and he'll probably be even more powerful than Master Xehanort himself, because basically he's been his right-hand guy doing stuff behind the scenes for many, many years, since Birth by Sleep time, which is decades. But the fact that he has the voice now, they really are going for this character is changing. He is transforming into Master Xehanort. So the fact that they're doing that and they put it in the trailer, they wanted us to hear that, tells me that by the end of this game, like, I wouldn't be surprised, because unfortunately there is time travel involved now, thanks to Dream Drop Distance. They introduced that. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see not a time skip per se, but somehow time is used that kind of speeds up the process for many of these organization members, so that they're closer to becoming like Master Xehanort. And obviously that would turn Xigbar into Master Xehanort at that point, or he does it to himself maybe, using young Xehanort's time ability. So it just, I think we are seeing that setup where this is the new Master Xehanort, and he's the true villain, basically. So that was a theory that I actually did talk about when I covered Kingdom Hearts back in around January 2017 when 2.8 was released. But it's just, I don't know. I think, I don't know how many of you guys caught that. I know some people did actually catch it, but I just wanted to talk about, why this is happening. And it's, I don't know. I kind of wonder, are we going to get I don't know. I don't even know how they're going to go about it, because the thing is, now that, because in this newer trailer from Square Enix, rather than the Microsoft conference, we heard technically Ansem, Seeker of Darkness, Xehanort's Heartless, speak, and we heard Xemnas speak, and they're not going to sound more like Xehanort, because they both are. That's the Heartless of Xehanort, and that's the Nobody of Xehanort. So it's kind of interesting how, some of them technically can't become more Xehanort because they are Xehanort. And I, again, believe that we probably will see Terranort in this game as well. And I kind of am hoping that we're going to see almost like a more grown up or future version of what Terranort would be, to make him sound more like Master Xehanort rather than sounds like a darker, well, technically Xehanort that we heard in Kingdom Hearts 2, the scientist. So I want to just see more characters kind of transforming into Xehanort. And if we think about it, there's really not too many that can do that, because so the only characters that can start to sound a little bit more like Master Xehanort, like Xigbar, is Saïx, Vanitas, but I don't actually see that happening. I don't see him really getting white hair in this. So really, there's not too many characters that are that far along. So that's why I'm just saying, I hope that they're able to show it in more than just one character, because it becomes creepier and scarier if there's 3 people that all of a sudden start sounding more like Master Xehanort, and they start looking like him a little bit more. It just makes it where it's just more threatening, because it's we already know Master Xehanort's super powerful. So now we're going up against his Heartless, his Nobody, Xigbar, who's essentially Master Xehanort, and let's say 1 or 2 other characters that are essentially a Xehanort. Now it's and technically young Xehanort. Now you're dealing with 6 or 7 Xehanorts, and they're all extremely powerful. It just, I don't know. I think that makes it more threatening, and I feel like that's what they're kind of going for. And villains like Marluxia and the blonde, for whatever reason, I can't remember her name. I can't stand her. I can't even believe they brought her back. But those will probably be characters that are dealt with towards the beginning of the game. Now, I will say really quick that I also said 2 years ago that technically, if we think about it, there's 8 lights. And there's supposed to be 7, but there's 8. Because we got Sora, Riku, Mickey, Kairi, Lee, Terra, Aqua, and Ven. That's 8. And I thought that it would be Terra who's with the organization, but now it's possible that they are able to bring Terra back, but it's Aqua who is now with the organization. So that's definitely a possibility for that. So she might be number 13. And then another real quick, Find the Hearts Joined with Yours, or In Yours, said by Xigbar in this trailer, would be Roxas, who they're talking about when Sora is confronted by Xemnas and Ansem, Seeker of Darkness. They're talking about Roxas being in his heart. And then the other one would be Ven. So I assume that both Roxas and Ven will be saved by Sora. That will probably be Sora's mission in this game. And then the mission for Riku and Mickey is rescuing Aqua, which we know from the end of 0.2, but also probably trying to save Terra as well. But now it's going to be a little bit harder to save Aqua because she is very likely with the organization.
So let us know in the comments below what you guys think of this theory. What do you think about the trailer for Kingdom Hearts 3 shown at Square Enix's video presentation? Let us know. Again, make sure you continue to watch all of our E3 content. We're going to be having it again throughout the rest of this week, leading into Saturday, the biggest games for all the major press conferences we're going to be talking about. We've already had several videos over the past couple of days, so make sure you guys check those out too. So thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you on the next video.